Hi, this is Rick Eymer with the Palo Alto Weekly, and we're here today with Bri Claros, the Pinewood point guard. She's a senior, the only senior on the team. Makes her a great leader. She's our athlete of the week this week after scoring 24 points against Menlo and 20 points against Sacred Heart Prep. She also, like I said, is a point guard, so she has a lot of assists. She had 8 and 0 against Sacred Heart Prep. So part of your job, of course, then is leading the team, and how do you look at that responsibility?
Being the only senior and being a captain and being point guard for the team. And, we have a lot of new, young athletes on this team this year. So, it's obviously a big responsibility, but, it's nothing that, I'm too worried about or nervous about. It's something natural that comes with being a point guard and being a senior that I take on with joy and, don't overlook that.
Oh, yeah. I also understand that you first started working with Doc as kind of a private coach. He was your shooting coach before he was your team coach. What kind of I know what kind of a coach he is, but what did you take from that, and how could you turn that into high schools?
When I did my lessons with him, it was more of just doing the little things and individual skills, like working on your release, working on your footwork, working on your ball handling skills, and transitioning that to high school and being on a team. It's a little bit more of a teamwork and like doing defense, working on plays and sets, and kind of the flow of the team. But still, being on the team, we still work on our individual skills, just not as much as it is focused doing his individual lessons.
Right, and I only bring that up because I know that he's also a shooting coach for some big-time Division I college players. So he's well known in the area. That getting around to your offense, it just seems to me that every time you're bringing the ball up court, you're just I don't know. I'll let you explain it. What's your offense?
Our offense is kind of ran off of a drive and kick. So we always plan to finish at the basket, and if not, there's a secondary help, then we always look to kick it out to the open man. And Doc always says that they're going to take away one thing, then they got to leave one thing open, and they can't take away everything from us. So if they're going to take away our threes, then we got to be able to finish around the basket, and if they're just going to help inside and take away our finishes, then we're going to get our open threes.
Yeah, I think that was particularly this last week against Menlo and Sacred Heart Prep that showed. One game, Hannah, who's a pretty good three-point shooter, along with a lot of people on your team, so just not just her. They kind of held her down, but you and I know Clara went off, and so like you said, do you ever come down the court with a specific play in mind, or is it more your plays are just what the defense gives you?
I'd say it's definitely just reading what the defense gives us and kind of the tempo of the game. If it's in transition, and they're not settled yet, it's definitely when you want to take advantage of the defense. But, if it's kind of been a scramble and a settled floor, settle down into the play and run something to get someone an advantage and an open shot.
Mm-hmm. Now, I was just also thinking that you play in a league with, right, this year, you have the defending state champion in Division 5. You have the defending CCS champion in Division 5. Those are two different teams. And then there's you who got to the championship game of the Open Division and didn't get to go to state. But, you're obviously playing at the highest level possible. I guess you'd rather be there than anywhere else.
Yeah, definitely. Playing Open Division, CCS, it's a big accomplishment for us, playing against the best teams in the Bay Area and then going on to play NorCal Open Division, playing against the best teams, NorCal. It's a big accomplishment for us to be there and playing against the best teams in the state.
Yeah, I know that, for example, Mitty is ranked number 1 in the state this year right now, and Pinewood is ranked number 2, so that would be a great, I know you probably don't pay too much attention to that. So there's always that something to reach for, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. We're just trying to be the best we can to, get there to where we want to be, and at the end, our goal is to beat Mitty and get to state.
Mm-hmm. Now, just on a personal level, you're going to UC San Diego next year. I know you're going to think about that more after the year, but it's got to be kind of exciting and fun to know about your future.
It is. I'm super excited. San Diego is obviously a beautiful place. And I love the team. I love the coaches. I loved being there on campus. But as you said, my focus right now is, finishing the season strong.
Mm-hmm. And, one of the things is, I'm thinking about the WCL schools in particular, Mitty and St. Francis and Valley Christian and the rest of them. They tend to play better defense in the public schools overall. I'm not saying that every public school is terrible or anything, but overall, and you play a lot of those kind of schools, I guess, just because you're tested more.
Definitely, yeah. We always try to strive to play against better competition to better prepare ourselves for teams like Mitty and, teams like St. Mary's of Stockton. So we use those games to work on the little things, always working to get better to play at the better level.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the philosophy, no matter who you play, is just to be better that day.
Exactly.
So we've been talking to Bri Claros, our Athlete of the Week, and congratulations.
Thank you.
And if you care to find out who our Athlete of the Week is next week, just hit that subscribe button or visit us at pasportsonline.com.